a workshop for 2 hours and to intro the concepts of negative and positive. My recommendation is actually, and this is what I do in my program, is to start with the innovate power. I know it can seem a different way, but I'll come back later to more of the why.
Okay,
So
yeah.
say you start with the innovate power and you start by teaching them the phrase, what I like about. What I like about. And you can have them practice, look at this painting and tell me, let's just like blast the painting. We call this what I like about blast. Blast the painting with all the things what you like about it, or just look outside the window. What do you like about what you see outside? What I like about, is that it's so green. What I like about what I see outside the window is that there's all this light and all these colors, like they just get into that sense of what I like about. And then can play with this, and this will just be your sense of what if, as you're drawing something, so have it be experiential as you're drawing something. What if you always are thinking about what I like about my drawing? What I like about my drawing is that, this line is really pretty. What I like about this drawing is that this color is really nice. I like this color, and see how that fuels your creativity and fuels you in creating your art. And then you can have like a little break and then talk about like how often do we, say, oh, I made a mistake. I messed up my drawing, and we have that, or, oh, I'm not good at drawing, or, oh, my picture's not as good as other person's picture, or we kind of tear down our art,
Yeah.
creating it, right? And so have them have that sense. So, that introduces them in a relatively safe way to that sense of actually noticing that they can have inner voices like that. And
That's
it can
brilliant.
be an option. I have had kids do this where it's like, oh, how would you draw that sense of what I like about voice in your head? Like, how would you draw that? Like, it's a superpower. How would you draw that? And then go into, oh, how would you draw that judginess of that voice that's always saying, yeah, but your painting's not so good. Yeah, or I don't like this, right? And can have them draw, in essence, their sage and their saboteurs. So yeah, so that's my download. And then I
This is so great, and it's so funny because the only idea I have had so far was to take the superhero villain type concept around it. So, I mean, I hadn't even thought to. This is brilliant, Mackenzie. I mean,
the kids, I mean, I'm telling you, the kids have taught me this, and I'm just
yeah,
happy to be able to download this. And I just want to use this as an opportunity, and maybe I'll share this more widely, because I do think it's so important as we we so want to bring this to kids. And unlike what I've seen with other, say, mindfulness or SELs, social emotional learning programs, one of the reasons why positive intelligence is so powerful is that it really gets at your inner life. And so that when we approach a group of kids, we are new, they are in a setting, how safe do they feel in that setting?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Really taking that into account. And before we begin as the grown-ups to tell them, this is your inner experience, to bring them into the sense of safety, of play, of an invitation to notice your own experience, to feel
Yeah.
the normalcy of this. Is like everyone has that boo-boo on their painting, and we all tend to judge it, like just to really normalize it, create that
Mm-hmm.
safety. And I will share, like, to go into, like, I think it's really important that we don't back away from sharing this because it's so valuable, but at the same time, like for that drawing of your superpower and drawing of your judgy voice or your judge bugs, your saboteurs, however you want to call
Mhm.
them. You know, I've had a student actually become like he had to use the bathroom when he was drawing his judge bug. Like it just sent his tummy into an upset.
Mhm. Mhm.
So just like this is powerful things, and just to go in with that awareness and to be willing to follow up with kids and be willing to, you know, I would say, you know, if you can, I mean, it's just going in with that awareness just puts you ahead of the game so that
I
in
appreciate you
efforts
sharing
of,
that
yeah,
because yes, I probably wouldn't have thought of that myself, but it makes total sense.
it makes
And
and this is why positive intelligence is so powerful. So
yeah.
we don't want to back away, but we really want to have, and if there's any way they can have like multiple days or have access to you over, you know, just to brainstorm that, because you know, we come into a workshop and we're gonna, you're this, you know, dear little third grader, and we're just
Yeah,
gonna try and
yeah.
teach, you know, they can be like, we're gonna teach you everything. So like maybe experiential, creating that sense of safety and experiencing the voices in one's own with the drawing, maybe that's enough.
I think it is. I
Yeah,
think it is, especially in the context of this component of their training program, which is all about emotional development, safety,
yeah,
standing up for yourself and that type of thing. So, and I think that from that point too, once they do the drawing and everything, and everybody gets a chance to look at what everybody did and all that good stuff, that what's meant to be next will just reveal itself. And
so beautiful.
then we would go there, and I do think that I have an opportunity to recommend some follow-up engagement or activities that the counselors could do, probably even,
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
especially so that would probably be an option. And then finding a way maybe that all of their art pieces could be displayed somehow
Oh, yeah.
so that everybody could see them. I think that would be a really good thing to do too.
I love that. And one of the things that I have found creates safety and then creates this is the, you know, that classic of show and tell. Right, the
Exactly.
classic of show. So, you know, after you make your drawing, we do a lot of, you hold up your drawing and it's show and tell. And then we have everyone say something that they like about it. And
Yeah.
it really, like, what I like about it, and then what I like about it, and it just really fuels that sense of like where we can actually experience, not just noticing the negative, but we can experience, oh my goodness, this is experience of show and tell. Where before I just kind of show something that's really important and dear to me, and then it's
Right,
like
right.
I have that uncertainty. It's here you have so much affirmation. And like, as you talk about, I mean, how cool would it be to have like a little exhibit where it's interactive, where it's not just the artwork on the wall, but like below it could be all like the what I like abouts, like listed out.
Oh my God. That is that's a really great idea.
Well,
Just
I love the innovate power, right? I wouldn't have had a
message.
clue about that, but then it's like,
Yeah,
yes, standing on your
yeah,
idea.
because it could be like a big message board or something,
Exactly. Yeah.
that
And then you can talk like one of the things that's helpful in that context is like, you know, our brains tend to stick and focus on and repeat what is good and I mean what is bad and terrible and no good, and that's, you know, that's even has this fancy name called the negativity bias, and that's part of how our brains are wired to just focus on the on what's not going well. And so whenever we do like a what I like about Blast, we're actually training our brains. We're building our brain's muscle to actually focus on the positive. And then do you guys notice like it's more fun? It
Exactly.
works better and it's more fun. Like why wouldn't we want to tap into this superpower of noticing what is working, like in the possibilities, because it works better and it's more fun.
But I told her, just knowing how much of a difference this could make at this age,
Yeah.
it's just like I told her, I said, I may not be the person, I may not decide to do it, but I have to find out what it is, because I have to find out what it is. And now I know why, because of course I'm going to do this. This sounds like so much fun. And it whatever opportunities that come from it or not come from it, it is totally worth investing a couple of afternoons of life in. No doubt about it. So
And it's
I'm sorry, can you hear my dog barking?
no, it's completely Zoom blocked, so no
So,
worries. But it's really people like you who are willing to go into their community
yeah.
and share this. And I mean, truly, 4 years ago when I started, I've tried a lot of things, and this is what I found really works, and this is what I base a comprehensive PQ program on for families that's held over Zoom, so it's held online. So
And
uh,
I would love it if I could get some info about that I could share with other people,
yeah,
because
well,
I don't do any family coaching or I'm really getting ready to even move away from coaching so much anyway. I'm looking to do experiences and be part of
yeah,
team building programs or things like that. And so I'm also looking to build a referral base of people.
yes,
And so having you in that wheelhouse would be
yeah.
really, really valuable. So tell me, do you have time to tell me a little bit more about what you're?
Yes, I'll tell you about my program. And currently, what I found really works best is just to have the parents reach out to me. Just to have them,
Mhm.
like, I'll give you my email and text, and just can connect directly with me, and I can chat with them. And so we do have, for the program, it's the requirement to have gone through the 6-week program. But
Ah,
even if you have a parent who's just like, oh my goodness, my kid came home so excited from that art project that you did, and I'm just really interested, then what I can do is refer that parent to another parent coach who will lead them through our pod experience of
uh-huh.
EQ experience. And then from there, it's like, well, would you like to bring this to your family? Like, can you begin to see the power of if your entire family was equipped with the PQ toolkit? And so then from there we just have a conversation and really look to see what is their challenges and what is their vision for their family, and see if the program is a good fit for them. There's 3 components of where we shift from that kind of, a lot of parents that I talk to, they have that simmering kind of doubt and struggle in their family life. And so the conversation that I have with them helps to kind of clarify, oh yeah, that is kind of what it's like, simmering, but it's there in the background. And then to begin to envision like what would it be like if we could take these same challenges that keep on showing up again and again, and actually turning them from this like source of frustration and limitation into the very source of my child's growth and our further connection as a
Mhm,
parent and child.
mhm.
And that's what, PQ can do as a shared framework, that I see nothing else having that potency. So then it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
then I have a couple qualifying questions. One of the key ones is, are you willing to play? Are you willing to play with your kids?
Yeah.
And then, for the most part, parents are like, yes, but sometimes
Yeah, they're dying for play.
they're dying to play. And this is why, that window of 7 to 10-year-olds is really a precious window. because then we can share, you know, in a really embodied way, experiential way, which is like, that's PQ mastery. I'm a PQ mastery facilitator, and that is absolutely PQ mastery. So it's actually getting at it so much deeper than, oh, I understand it. It's like, oh, I can feel that difference. Oh, whoosh of ideas just coming through my mind.
Yeah,
So,
I love it.
but
I love it.
that play-based, that window is just really key. But then we just make it really, you know, we just become the allies for the parents. So it's like you get to show up to our weekly family group sessions and play with your kids, and we will take care of the rest. You know, and
Oh,
by
wow.
we,
I
I
got goosebumps when you said that.
yes, I mean
Yeah.
that because that's what I think is really key. And by we, I mean it's not actually me. It's our youth leaders. So we have
Uh-huh.
teenage youth leaders and other youth role models who are facilitating our sessions and the breakouts. So the kids are not getting this in that context of being told. They're getting it from that sense of, oh, I want to play a game that's been shown by this, you know, this cool, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
teenager, you know, like so they totally get this. So weekly 45-minute group family sessions, and these happen online.
Uh-huh.
And we have that in 3 trimesters of 8 weeks each, spaced throughout the school year from September to June. So that means in one school year, you know, your family becomes equipped with the entire
Mm-hmm.
PQ. I'm having trouble
So
saying
it's a
PQ.
one-year program.
Yes,
That's awesome.
it's 3 trimesters, and this
Yeah.
is what is for that kind of step-by-step going through the entire PQ toolkit. You know, that's just um, where by the end they are co-creating their family charter, their family values and responsibilities, using the superpowers of the sage and and implementing it in their daily life. So we're really focusing on embedding in daily life, and
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
key aspect of that, as well as the families receive a workbook that has all
Uh-huh.
the games and activities and
Yeah.
assignments and this family charter, that the capstone project that we do at the end, and support for their weekly family meetings, like the research of John Gottman shows is so important. So we just has give them everything they need to embed this in their daily life. And just in addition, we have 3 group parent coaching sessions and then 3 private family sessions, so that the family gets that customized attention, and the parents get the support that they need. Yeah, yeah.
It just sounds perfect, like the perfect application of using PQ to share PQ, to grow PQ, and I applaud you for what you've created. It's really, really brilliant. And I'm really happy to hear that it's virtual, because
Yes.
that would be, and
Well, thank you, Paula. I'm glad
yeah,
what
there's
you
just
say,
something going
because
through the back of my mind of, who else do I know
yes,
um, that might be a good resource or referral
yeah.
person for you. I have one person in mind in particular that I'm going to be talking to within the next week or so, probably anyway. He's a parent marriage coach,
Oh yeah.
but I think he's done the 6-week PQ thing, and he uses some of the concepts, but he doesn't have anything like what you're doing, and that might be something. But more importantly, as I'm starting to grow my practice of women leaders,
Yes.
that this is going to be an issue
Yeah.
for them. And And with my PQ work, I've kind of done like you've done. I've expanded some areas of it and turned it into a longer thing with a deep practicum at the end, where
Yeah.
it's just all we're doing is we're applying it to your life and practicing together and bringing it in.
Bring it
And
in,
because
bring
people
it
were
in.
asking for it well, actually, they were asking for something, and the first I gave them what they asked for, and that didn't work so well. And then I said, okay, this is what we're doing because this is what you need. And
You
and that
tell
worked a lot better,
Yes.
But so I love the way that you've approached it, and even though that's not a huge part of my business right now,
Yeah.
I'm still bringing clients into it as needed. But as I continue to be out and about way more than I have been for the last few years, I think you would be a great resource to have. And what's your website?
I don't have this while it's developing. I'm kept
Oh,
it a bit
okay.
more
I love it.
quiet.
I don't have one for my art stuff either. It's
So
me.
I don't, and I'm wanting to have like, so just
More
shoot me,
organic.
just reach out to me. But I do have it, it's all on my LinkedIn page. So
Okay.
I'll resend my LinkedIn page, and that's really helpful place where parents can connect with me, direct message me, look at some of my videos, see testimonials. So that's the portal in terms of
Okay, that would be
external
terrific.
source.
And is that your personal page, or is it a page you have for the
It's
program?
a personal page. I think
Okay, I
it's
think I think
learning the
is
mind.
that where I
We
reached
connected
out
that
to?
way.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So, all right, good. I'll go back and take a closer look,
Yeah.
for sure too. And but I really, really appreciate your time, first of all. But even more important, I appreciate what you've shared with me, because it's just exactly what I was hoping to know. Is like, how can I really
Yeah.
make this get it in their bones. And then thirdly, I just want to thank you for being you, and what you're doing, because it's really very powerful and very needed, and it's very
Yeah.
heartwarming to see yet another masterful use of PQ, and in a way that is someone's life purpose. It's just a really really awesome thing. So
Thank you.
um
Thank you.